KSI's reaction to Jake Paul's win is embarrassing. If you guys didn't know, Jake Paul just fought Andre August and knocked him out in emphatic fashion, and the world has gone mental. And now Jake Paul has called out KSI on his podcast, telling him he's ready to fight, but KSI wouldn't sign a contract. Regardless of your opinions on Jake's opponent, it was impressive to say the least. I mean, technically he's a pro boxer, and he's not an MMA for retired fighter, so let's give him that one. Now at the exact same time Jake was fighting, KSI was sparring Ishowspeed, and it was a spar live stream for free for charity, which is great. I mean, great entertainment, great for the cause, and it allows the introduction of Ishowspeed to possibly enter the YouTube boxing realm. However, that's when you learn the main reason why KSI did this spar was to try and take away the spotlight from Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, against
same night as another event. Is that actually happening? Is that actually?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah. I'm sparring Speed.
Yeah.
15th of December. It'll be good. There'll be a lot of people watching. I know there'll be more people watching our spar than Jake's fight.
Now it's evident KSI doesn't like Jake Paul, as the main reason why he came back to YouTube boxing was to fight Jake Paul and to quote, end his career.
Speaking of Jake Paul, we'll hit this quickly. KSI, is that a fight that seems destined for you?
Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I've come back? Everyone thinks Jake Paul is sick. He's not. He's not good. And I'm going to expose it. But give it time. It's all strategic. Everything is strategic. There's a reason why I didn't go straight from after being Logan to fighting Jake Paul.
However, due to negotiations, it seems that the reason why they didn't fight in the summer was because of Jake.
We need a finish. And
You're the one you've been ducking me! You fought Nate Diaz instead of me! I was meant to fight you, and you said no, so I said fuck you. I'm fighting Tommy, and I'll show you that I'm the fucking king of this shit.
They did the Tommy fight. I pushed. I said, let's do the JJ fight next. And then he said, Nikisa, in fairness, said, I like this fight. I think this is what Jake should do next. I think it's a great money fight.
It made a lot of sense, yeah.
Jake said, no, I don't want to do this fight. And his excuse was, I want to redeem my loss by fighting a bigger name, which, let's face it, as big a name as Nate is, he's not as tough a challenge as JJ would be.
Now in return, KSI decided to fight Tommy Fury to claim he's better than Jake Paul and do what Jake Paul couldn't.
I want this. I want to do what Jake Paul couldn't. Knock you out. People always say that, hey,
let me tell you,
he won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
He won't be able to beat Logan Paul.
Yeah.
He won't be able to beat Jake Paul.
Yeah.
He won't be able to beat all these people.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yeah.
I always prove them wrong.
And for me, it didn't really make much sense, as KSI didn't want to fight Jake Paul at 185, but he would fight Tommy Fury at 185, and Tommy Fury seen as a pro boxer. However, regardless of fighting Tommy Fury and losing, he stated he's retiring from YouTube boxing.
Are you gonna box again? That's kind of why I feel like it could very well maybe not happen, because I'm telling you, Jake is devoting his life to boxing. He's talking about becoming a world champion like 3 years from now. You don't know, huh? The world may never know.
I think for right now, I'm just kind of enjoying myself.
Fair.
But yeah, we'll see.
With many thinking he's ducking Jake Paul. As in a recent tweet, KSI stated, Jake Paul hasn't got the hype anymore and he ain't gonna waste his time fighting him. However, for me, that's a direct contradiction to his whole boxing journey, and many agree. So for him to have a spar on the same day as Jake Paul shows to me Jake's inside of KSI's head. And KSI's reaction to Jake Paul's win over Andre August is honestly embarrassing.
Jake Paul winning by first round knockout, your reaction?
I mean, am I shocked? No. Like, we all know that Jake just looks for super easy fights, and he fought a cab driver this time. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't really care about him. I didn't even know he was fine. I didn't even know he was fine at the same time as me, so.
As KSI claims Jake has super easy fights, yet he fought a man with 2 weeks in his weight loss journey and a Call of Duty trick-shotting gamer. Honestly, I think he forgets the people he's fought himself, because to me, I think Jake Paul has fought harder opposition than KSI. I think the worst part is that he states he didn't even know Jake Paul was fighting and that he doesn't care about it, yet he set up this whole spar just to take away light from Jake Paul's fight. Yet in my opinion, I think it just brought more engagement to Jake Paul's fight. And yes, I know KSI KSI can hate who he wants to hate. But for me to claim you don't care, and in fact you didn't know they was fighting on the same night you was having a Sparred Ishowspeed, just makes you look disingenuous and dishonest. And if anything, it makes you look obsessed rather than disinterested. You see, on the wake of Jake Paul's win against Andre August, he has just released a podcast calling out KSI.
KSI.
Yeah, he will never sign the contract. It's never gonna happen. And I called it before I fought Gibb.
I could say this. I got a connection to KSI. You're definitely making it harder for him to sign the contract. Truthfully, with the business that we have, he can live the rest of his life real comfortable.
So can I.
Yeah, but you're on a different mission.
But yeah, it's like legacy at the end of the day. Like, if you really are the big bad wolf of this shit, if you think you're all that, you will go down in the history books as a bitch, KSI, if you don't make it happen. And your own fan base is already turned against you, being like, yeah, he's the one ducking. He doesn't want fuck anything. Fuck the shit talk. The contract is ready.
It's ready.
And no one on his side is saying a peep. So what's good?
Because shit gets
what's good? And
angry.
this all goes back to my original point of all these guys, Tate, KSI, even Tommy Fury, kind of these excuses after excuses, and I just don't think people are really wanting to. I'm ready. We could fight December, January, March, February, May, April, July, June.
Name all of them.
That's all the
September,
months.
August.
That's all the months.
Anytime, anywhere, any place. Fucking.
You see, he claims that KSI didn't want to fight him after the Gibb fight, which is true as he went to do music. And also, when you saw his reaction to the loss, you could tell he was more upset that he had to fight Jake, not because Gibb actually lost.
Jake beats Gibb tonight, you will fight Jake.
I'll fight Jake, yeah.
But the main point from Logan is that KSI doesn't need to risk it all to fight Jake, and he can continue to make his money with Prime and Misfits. But if that's the case, the whole journey of KSI saying he started to fight again, all because he wants to fight Jake Paul, is complete bullshit. As the KSI I remember is one that called out Logan Paul and fought him £190 fighting for his legacy, not his money. So for me, KSI's proved he doesn't want to fight Jake Paul and wants to continue Prime, which is surreal to me because for so long KSI has said he's doing this for his legacy.
I got an end goal, and that is Jake Paul, ladies and gentlemen. Best believe I will get past every single opponent, and then when I get to him, he's getting flatlined, he's getting destroyed, and my legacy will live on.
So if next year, if KSI does fight on a Misfits event and it's not Jake Paul, it's 100% on KSI. And if we remember when Jake announced he was fighting Nate Diaz, this is what KSI had to say.
Ultimately, Jake Paul is scared of him. And if we never manage to make this fight happen, I want you to know this, Jake. You will forever be known as the man that claimed to want to avenge his brother's loss, but ultimately was too scared, was too pussy to actually go through with it. When you're actually ready to man up and end this feud with your boy, KSI, I'll be here waiting. Ready. It's been your boy, KSI. I'll see you lot in a bit. Take care. And peace.
Now I have one thing to say to KSI. Do you want to be known as the man who was scared to lose to Jake Paul? Especially when you called him out all them years ago. Like, I know he wants a break, but this is the opportunity to finally give the fight every single fan of YouTube boxing has been waiting for after so many years. As I think KSI will beat Jake Paul if they do fight. But as time goes on now and Jake develops more of his boxing skills, the fight becomes less and less likely to happen, like the last time KSI had a few years off. Just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and let me know what video I should make next. See you next time.